Here's the story of a lovely lady who was bringing up three very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother, the youngest one in curls.
Hi, I'm Kayla Greeley, and I'm the wardrobe supervisor at Forbidden Broadway. Let's take a sneak peek.
Yeah, come on.
Check 1, 2.
And now there's the pre-show music, and people like to warm up before the show, just like Jared Bradshaw.
People like Jared Bradshaw.
Hey, I'm warming up.
So we're gonna go backstage.
We're gonna go behind the Mylar.
Yeah, literally behind the Mylar.
To backstage.
So tell them about what you do with the chairs, Kayla, because I love this system.
The chairs are set up from the end of the show up to the top of the show. This will be Christina's station, and she will, this will be her first outfit, her second outfit, all the way down to the very end.
And same thing with the
guys.
Same
thing for the boys.
So show us a couple of these costumes that you get people in and out of.
Well, here's Liza Minnelli, one of the crowd favorites.
Come on, give it to me! Wow!
Simple, I mean, you just tack the scarf all the way already on the jacket, so you don't have to worry about that. Everything comes with zippers or Velcro. Or
Velcro
snips.
is the big secret word, right?
Most of the stuff is Velcroed. And then we have one of my favorites, the Patti LuPone dress is just phenomenal. It looks great on Gina. It's a beautifully designed dress.
It is great, yeah.
She looks wonderful.
Let's move this way. We're going to show like the 1,000,001 wigs that we have for the show.
There are 1,000,001 wigs.
And you have to, like, with our system, you have to take the ones from the upper row, right?
Yes. All of Act 2 wigs are up there, and all of Act 1 wigs are here. And at intermission, I switched them all out. Everybody I've worked with has been phenomenal. Every cast that comes in, every new person, it's a family. So I invite everybody. Everyone's been fantastic.
And you take care of all of us. You
try.
take care of the family.
I try, because if you're not calm back here, you're not going to be calm out there. So it's my job to make sure you guys are relaxed so that you can do your job out there.
We love you, Kayla.
I love you.
It's the story of a man named Brady who was busy with three boys of his own. They were born and living all together, yet they were all alone.
David!
Hi.
Good to see you. I have a question for you, something I've never known. How did you first get involved in playing piano and being interested in that?
I took piano lessons when I was a little kid and hated it. But I always sang in a choir as a little kid, and that I loved, and I was passionate about that. And then when I got into high school, I had a friend who was passionate about Stephen Sondheim, and he had Sondheim scores sitting around, and I started playing them, and that got me going again, and that was really more interesting to me than any of the piano study had been beforehand.
And where did you go to school to study?
I went at high school. When that happened, I was at a boarding school at Northfield Mount Hermon in Massachusetts, and then I went to Oberlin after that, and that's where I really got serious about music.
Fantastic. And what about your Forbidden Broadway connection? How did that all happen?
Well, I worked in 1983 with a young PHILL GEORGE.
Wow, that far back?
Yes,
Wow.
he was acting at the time. And he and I did an absolutely barbaric experience together up in Cohoes, New York, the coldest place in the world. We did regional theater together. And kind of bonded then, but we lost touch after that show, and then when both of us were working at the American Musical and Dramatic Academy decades later, we sort of caught up, and he eventually offered me a job here at Forbidden Broadway.
Fantastic, and you play so beautifully. Just tell me quick about the different styles that you play, because this show demands so many different styles.
Well, that's the fun of it, frankly.
Yeah.
I mean, as I get to be many different kinds of orchestras, and particularly now that a lot of Broadway music is more pop-based, sometimes it's hard to represent a band that's built around guitars and percussion and so forth on the piano, and that's kind of the challenge of it to me, is to try and sound that way as well as like a traditional Broadway orchestra.
You really take to it.
Thank you.
Beautifully.
Thank you. That's the fun of it.
That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.